in East Copperbelt Province brings to you The Lens, a program designed to bring insightful information on economics, mining, education, health, tourism, agriculture, environmental issues, sports, entertainment, current affairs, and many issues affecting the well-being of society.
Hello viewers, compliments of the season and welcome to The Lens. I'm your host for this week's edition of The Lens. My name is Dorothy Ngambi, and in studio today we are delighted to be joined by the Chief Executive Officer of Zambian-owned construction company. Sir, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Happy New Year too.
Happy New Year to you too.
All right. Please introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us the name of your company.
My name is Jonathan Mwendabai, currently the MD for Image Civil Engineering Limited, a solely Zambian-owned company, established in 2021.
What prompted you to establish this construction firm?
I had a desire mainly to contribute more effectively to the infrastructure development of our nation. So, after working for various construction companies, I thought I would do more if I opened up a construction firm. So that's how it was formed.
Right. And in terms of projects, how many projects have you done and where have those projects been done?
When this company started in 2021, we had the first project, which was to put up some flats for Dr. Putachilonga, thanks to her for the support she gave us here in Ndola, Eucharist specifically. Those flats gave us a good stepping stone. It was a small project but valued at 2.5 million. That project ran for 6 months. 4 flats were done. It is from there that we started navigating our way to start looking for further business. We did private projects, some warehouses, and then started tendering for some government jobs as well.
And in terms of staffing, how many workers are we talking about?
Well, as usual, when the company starts, usually there's only one person that is behind that company. In this case, for Image Civil Engineering, I was the only person. So, I was the quantity surveyor, I was the foreman, I was everything. So, as we kept growing, you know, these projects, the labor force that is on site depends on what you need, the technical expertise you need at each site. That is separate. But currently, from the office side, we have 2 engineers that are based at the office, 1 quantity surveyor. I think from the office, we are now 8.
Interesting. All right. Now, moving on, how was the year 2024 for your company?
Well, the year 2024 was quite amazing for us. I would pick it from the year 2023 when we first got a government project, which was a CDF funded project in Serenge. This was the construction of a staff house at Kaseva Clinic in Sancha Ward of Mchinga Constituency, Serenge. This project was supposed to be completed in 4 months. But we were able to complete that project in 3 months.
That's a good record, yes.
Yeah, and we really did our best there. I was there personally on site until we delivered that project. So that project led us to another. So we made our name there, and more of such nature of projects started coming on board in the same conference. So, after that small house we did in Serenge under Serenge Town Council, we had now the supply of desks. which was 465 desks to Chama Town Council, Eastern Province. That was the second CDF project. We fabricated the desks here. We moved the frames to Chama, assembled them there, and delivered them.
On time.
Yes, actually they had given about 8 lots. Our lot was 465 desks. And we were the first to deliver. I don't know if the rest of the contractors have delivered, but we delivered on time. We were supposed to deliver those desks in the 4 months, but they were done in 2 months and handed over.
That's good to hear. Now you talked about the success. Any challenges in the year 2024 for your firm?
Yeah, we had a number of challenges as well, like the same devaluation of kwacha to major currencies. You know, government projects usually they don't have they are fixed. They have got fixed rates, so you can't adjust the rates regardless of what happens along the way during the lifespan of the project. So, when the project delays, and for example, the kwacha to US dollar rate at the time of tender, let's say it is at 24, and within the space of 2 months, it goes maybe to 27 or 28. So there will be a lot of changes on the commodities on the market, building materials. So this will directly impact the project. So what cushions that is for you as a contractor to do these projects within and at the fastest speed you can manage, so that you avoid these problems in future. Yes.
All right. Now, still on the challenges, we understand that the country was hit by the drought, which resulted in the load shedding, power deficit, and all. And you've also talked about the fluctuation of the kwacha. How has your firm been able to navigate around the issues of the power deficit?
Yeah, Dorothy, you understand that during a drought, load shedding is quite inevitable. So, there have to be some backup plans for you to manage your project very well. In our case, we invested into some generators, which we use on sites. So, things that need some welding and the like, we use our own gensets that are stationed on sites. So that is how we have managed to do with this impact of load shedding on our projects.
All right, so now coming to the business environment, especially for a local construction like yours, before the new Dawn administration, are there any notable changes that you've noted in the business environment before and now that? Yes.
A lot. Before I formed Image Civil Engineering, I worked for various companies in the past, in the MMD, in the PF government. I was with various construction companies. So I have got this vast, rich knowledge on how the industry has been performing in the past and how it's performing now. I can tell you for a fact now that the environment is very, very stable and is quite good for business, which is a necessary move by the administration. They have created an enabling environment for business to thrive. And like it has been in the past, I don't want to dwell much on what has been happening politically, but for the business community, especially those in this industry construction, I can safely say that to companies that are in our category, I can talk about, because Image Civil Engineering is a registered construction company in grade 4 in terms of MCC. Grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, and grade 6 companies, because these are the majority projects that are being offloaded by the government currently. So these SMEs, in the past, they were not having much work from the government especially. Most of these works were given to big contractors like the 2 contractors, I can tell you, sometimes you could see a small project, but you have got a Chinese construction company that is doing it. But currently, you understand that CDF projects have been reserved for only Zambian-owned companies. Now, most of these Zambian-owned companies, if you check the category that is commonly being used now, it's category 4 in terms of NCC, category 5, and category 6. These are SMEs. Now, they are thriving now. Almost every SME now, they've got at least a bit of cake from the government on these CDF jobs.
Okay, interesting. Now, let's move to the decentralization. We've seen the New Dawn government has made possible the decentralization of resources. We've seen resources being moved from the central government to the local level, especially through the Constituency Development Fund. Now, how has this impacted you as a local construction company?
Excellent. That is another positive move of the New Dawn administration. They have moved resources from the central government to local government. Local government, we are speaking about the councils, right?
Yeah.
Now, in these councils where we are, let's talk about Ndola, for example. We have got 4 constituencies. So we are speaking of about 36 billion times 4 constituencies. That's the money we have in the local authority currently. So now, with these projects going on, almost every council is busy doing one or two things, community projects here and there. So the locals that are in there are benefiting directly from these works. Image is not an exception. It has benefited heavily from this part. Like I mentioned earlier on, we have done some CDF jobs before. Even now, we just commissioned one of them. These are works which have directly impacted this company and the communities themselves, because each project that has been given to us, we have actually employed the local people in those communities. They are the major people that form the labor force on these sites. We'll have maybe one engineer and a foreman that is going to go to the site, but the larger part of the workforce that will be on that site will be from that community. So directly the community has benefited, directly the companies are benefiting.
Right. And now there has been some concerns, especially on the performance of Zambian contractors who are mainly associated with Shodi Works. Sorry to mention that. And this prompted the government, the New Dawn administration, to come up with 3 benchmarks, among them the right price, quality works, and also timely delivery. Now, how has your firm fared in the light of these benchmarks? I know you mentioned earlier on that you delivered on time, but in other areas, how have you fared?
Very good. When President Hichilema took over government, he set these 3 benchmarks. Projects should be priced at the right price, delivered on time, with the right quality. When Image Civil Engineering was formed, we personalized that and made it a policy for this company. We price tenders correctly, we deliver them on time, and we place a premium on quality. Yes, shoddy works, yes, are inevitable to some of these contractors. Yes, they are there. It's a fact. So, what has made us stand out in this period that we have existed? We have not compromised on the quality of the projects that we are doing. The materials that we are getting are top-notch. We have not overpriced our projects. And we have never exceeded the time that has been given to us in which a project must be delivered. So you understand, like the last project we did, which was a CDF project in Serenge, actually it was a completion project, which is the construction of Chisewa Clinic. Firstly, the council had awarded this project to another contractor who worked, I think, about 35–40%. He failed to move forward and abandoned the project. The council moved in after noticing a number of shoddy activities on site. They terminated that contract and they awarded the same contract to us. We had to first of all go and ascertain the structural integrity of the project. And then we picked it up from there. We told the council that we finished this project in 3 months. But we delivered it in 2 months. Doris, I'm telling you, in 2 months we delivered.
Yes.
And if you look at the kind of projects that we did there, even the council themselves, the community is quite amazed with how we have transformed that project. Because initially they were laughing that no, the contractor failed, is a local contractor, is a Zambian company, is run away. Right? So we moved in to correct that narrative. So the only way that Zambian companies are going to gain confidence from the government is by delivering quality projects. That's the only way as companies, as contractors, we are going to gain confidence from the private sector and the government. So I would emphasize this. Also, I want to tell the procuring entities, they should take keen interest in understanding the capacities of contractor before they award them the project. Some of these companies don't have capacities. They need to build their capacity first. So procurement entities need to ascertain the capacity of each contractor before they award these contracts to them. Then we'll do away with these issues of short works.
Okay, so you know that in terms of projects, there are those unforeseen circumstances and challenges. Has there been any projects that maybe you failed to deliver on time and there was an extension? Any reasons?
Currently, there is no project that we did not deliver on time. There is only one project that we delivered that was 1 week after the due date. This is the water recirculation project that we are doing at Zambia Forestry College in Mwekera. We ran a pipe, a 1.4 kilometers water. We're moving water from their dam to bring it to the overhead tank. This was highly technical in its nature, and what caused that 1 week delay is because of the filter medias for the treatment plant. These medias, there's only one credible supplier who is based in Kapili, where most of these water utility companies are actually sourcing filter medias. Now, because he has got a lot of backlog of work, it delayed to deliver the medias to our site. So that delay caused us to delay by a week. But 1 week, come on, we're still on time.
Yeah, fair enough. And moving on, we've seen from explanation that Image Civil Engineering Limited has been delivering projects on time. Quality also has been one of the things that you've achieved as a company. So what would be your advice to your fellow local contractors on the need to ensure that quality projects are delivered?
My advice to local contractors like me, take a project that you are fully capable of delivering. Do not be too ambitious to go for a project that you know that your capacity cannot allow you to undertake it. You take a project that you are very confident that you will do it within time, and you will not compromise on the quality. That way, that's the only way we are going to save this industry. Because if Image takes up a project that is highly technical, that we can never do, we will be forced to subcontract it to somebody. But when we subcontract that project, it means we have got no control, no major control of how that subcontractor is going to be doing on site. It will directly affect us, right? So, if companies can start only looking at these core projects which they can fully execute in their capacities, I think they'll do better.
All right. Now, as we move on, we've seen that as Image Civil Engineering Limited, a local construction firm, and just you as a Zambian, you've benefited from being awarded these contracts from government. Why is it important in your words, maybe to empower local contractors, for governments to empower local contractors?
Why it's very important and cardinal for the government to empower local contractors? Resources are kept in-house. They won't be externalized, right? So when Image is awarded a project, right? One, we will employ locals. The money is coming to us, we are locals. So the money is kept within. Very important. But when a project is given to a foreign firm, much of its labor force will come from the country where they are originating from. I'll tell you this for a fact. They'll bring their staff from the country they are coming from. So monies will be going to that country. But when Image is given a contract, regardless of the size, we are rest assured that the major people that will benefit are locals. So resources are kept within.
All right. Interesting. Now, as we come to the close of the program, what are some of, we've seen that for Image Civil Engineering Limited, 2024 was quite a busy and successful year. And now, speaking of 2025, any expectations that you have as a firm, maybe from government, any improvements that you would want government to make? What are your expectations as a construction firm?
Looking at how the entire 2024 year has been, we have seen the negatives and the positive traits that we have scored. We are looking at how we are going to enhance those positive traits and do better this year, so that we can have more business, especially from the government. So we are looking forward to more work. More work from the private sector, more work from the government sector. Yes. So we are really prepared to go flat out in the market and get whatever we can get out of there.
Right. Now, conclusively, is there anything that you would wish the viewers and the government to know from your end as the CEO of Image Civil Engineering Limited?
I would like my viewers to know that the Image has come here to come and better, to come and contribute positively to the infrastructure development of our nation. Quality delivery, right price, and delivered on time. This is what really Image stands for.
Thank you so much for finding time to join us on The Lens. This is where we come to the end of The Lens this week. We were joined by Mr. Jonathan Mwendavai, the Chief Executive Officer of Image Civil Engineering Limited. And have been your presenter, Dorothy Ngambi. From me, it's bye-bye, and we wish you a prosperous 2025.
This Copperbelt province brings to you The Lens, a program designed to bring insightful information on economics, mining, education, health, tourism, agriculture, environmental issues, sports, entertainment, current affairs, and many issues affecting the well-being of society.